I just walked out at my part-time job. First, I'm a 60-year-old woman. I used to work at a burger place for $12 per hour. 35 hours a week. I quit 2 months ago to work at an overnight job at a chicken processing plant. $17.50 per hour. 40 plus hours per week. The other day I went into my old job for a burger. And everyone was telling me how short-staffed they were and could use some help. I told them I was free Friday and Saturday nights for a few hours. They were thrilled. I started back tonight. I told everyone that I might be slow because I'd been gone for 2 months. We got really busy and I asked a coworker to cut me some avocados. And he went off on me, yelling, telling me that other people had stuff to do and that I could cut avocados too. This is true. But I had 15 burger sets in front of me. And more orders coming in. He is not a manager. I just looked at him and said, "Yeah, no. I don't have to be here. I can leave right now." He essentially said, "Good. We'd probably do better without you." Then he said some other derogatory things to me. A kid working with us told him to calm down. The manager on duty said nothing. I was going to get pickles out of the walk-in and he said, "I'll go get your pickles. Because you probably can't do that either." At that, I thought, fuck it. I'm leaving. I took my gloves off. Told the manager I was leaving. The guy yelling at me was like, "I can't believe she's just leaving." I got halfway to the door, turned around and gave the manager my hat and told him I wouldn't be back. I'm so relieved. I can't believe the manager just stood there not saying anything. You were there doing them a favor. The audacity has peaked. Good on you. Tried to be nice and ended up getting crapped on by someone with obvious anger issues. It sounds like you deserve much better. And I truly hope you find it. This whole story made me proud mostly because you left, got another job, came back to helped out in. You didn't let them talk to you like you were a piece of shit and you said, "Fuck it, I'm out." You're Shuro nominee of the week. Fuck that kid. Fuck that manager. Good on you for walking out on them. Good on you. Hopefully this guy learned a lesson. But he sounds dumb, so probably not. Anyway, had a similar thing happen to me. Basically I bagged the order that was on the screen since the girl at the window didn't communicate a change to the order to me. I let her know it was ready. She looked in the bag, started cursing me out. Both managers were standing at the counter and said and did nothing. I looked over at them and they had been watching, but as soon as I looked, both looked away like they weren't. I just said, "Know what? Fuck you, Christine. Do your own work." Then I just left. On the way home they called and asked if I was coming back in because it had been 10 minutes and my smoke break should be over. I gleefully told them, "Yes. I'm having a smoke on my way home where I'm going to stay." They called again the next day and asked if I knew I was scheduled. I said I did. But I quit yesterday, so I wasn't coming back. They acted shocked and tried to talk me into just 2 more weeks. I obviously told them when I said I was going to stay home I meant it. Gee, wonder why they can't keep staff. Fast food industry is full of people with legitimate anger and rage issues. I've worked a bunch of crappy fast food jobs. And if there's one thing they all have in common, it's poor management and at least one employee that has serious anger issues that no one enjoys being around or working with. But the manager does nothing about. I worked at Taco Bell with a guy who would rage bad. Like when an order came in, he would be screaming about how he was going to beat the customer's head in with a tire iron and they'd be eating their chicken quesadillas through a straw, and it just never ended. It made the already terrible job even worse. He was one of the main reasons I left that job. Then I found out a couple months later he had become a manager. It really just goes to show how fucked the fast food industry is and how desperate they are. You made me want a burger. Another example of how workers who want to work are still treated like poop. Good on you for walking out. That sucks you went through that. Good job standing up for yourself. All you had to say was 60 years old and $12 an hour and I was already mad. I was hoping you were going to write. And gave them all double middle fingers. But you're probably way more classy than me. Salty old former Marine. Good for you. Have a wonderful weekend. Wow. Well, guess he has to do whatever he was doing already. Plus avocados. Plus burgers now. The lack of foresight people have is astounding. I'm in my 40s and picked up a part-time job waitressing a few years ago. I quit at the end of my shift one night for reasons exactly like this. Fuck 'em. Who talks to a 60-year-old woman like that? Good for you FCK those bastards. Big coochie energy. Well done. Good for you. That's a freaking Norma Ray moment. This post made my night. I've been watching Ukraine bullshit all day and it got me depressed. Your post picked me right back up. Now I can go to bed feeling inspired. Well done. Who yells at a 60-year-old lady?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.